Shroud left Twitch for Mixer. This is insane. All right, so before we get into the news, this episode is brought to you by NVIDIA GeForce. The fact of the matter is, whether you're trying to compete at the highest level or just trying to beat your friends, frames are what are gonna win you games. And these guys at NVIDIA, they have the hardware you need to unlock your full gaming potential. If you wanna find out more, check out our links in the description below. Now, back to Shroud. All right, so you remember when Ninja left Twitch to stream exclusively on Mixer?
Steve, the button. Steve. Steve! All right, I'm out.
Well, I left the country for like 2 days and now Shroud's gone too. When this happened with Ninja, everyone couldn't stop talking about it on Twitter. And there were like $10 million a year numbers being thrown around. Analysts were calling it a huge day for esports. And millions of 12-year-old kids around the world were trying to figure out what a mixer is. Well, it turns out on that day, a chain reaction started. And guess who saw this coming? Literally everybody. Over the last 2 years, Shroud has been maybe the only other streamer comparable to Ninja at the top of Twitch. And now they're both gone. Honestly, I still can't believe it. I figured when this all started, we would see some follow-up signings, maybe some smaller guys. But Shroud? And to say this announcement blew up would be an understatement. There was support in droves from the streaming community on Twitch and the FPS community at large. And of course, Ninja with maybe the most public relations tweet in the history of Twitter. But then, of course, like anything that has to do with streaming, you had the haters, the OG Twitch heads that think Shroud's somehow selling out. And well, instead of making fun of them myself, I'm gonna let Dr. Lupo do it for me.
Yeah, imagine getting mad at someone for them making more money.
So much money.
Chat, you guys realize Shroud's bed is probably made out of $100 bills now, right?
Yeah. Do you realize it was before this?
It was also before, but it is now.
Yeah. Golden $100 bill.
Now, yeah, it's Louis Vuitton golden plated $100 bills.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're here. Shroud and Ninja have exclusive multi-year streaming deals with Mixer, and the streaming world feels constantly in flux. Let's break this down a little further. Ninja's deal with Mixer started at the beginning of August, and that got the ball rolling. And obviously, the next question is, who's next? Well, actually, it was Twitch who stepped up, saw all this change happening, and decided to sign Nick Merckx to an exclusive streaming deal. Which, to me, was actually huge, almost as big as the Mixer deal in the first place, because it showed that Twitch, they were willing to step up and offer the kind of guaranteed money to keep their big stars streaming where they are. Look, I know that I keep saying this, but it's true. The biggest deal about these moves is these guys are now being offered direct money in order to keep streaming on their channel. So instead of being paid by their subs and donations and maybe some sponsorships, they're being paid contracts like athletes, celebrities, or actors. Because as we know, these guys are just that famous. And so here we are, Shroud to Mixer. And on the same day as the new Call of Duty drop, nonetheless. And to say his fans were stoked is a huge understatement. During the hours leading up to his debut stream, Mixer had this countdown on his channel, and there were like 20,000 people watching this number tick down. And as you'd expect, when things finally got up and running at night, it was everything you'd expect from Shroud.
They're gaining ground.
This feels so good.
I tuned in for as much of the night as possible before I finally passed out with the stream on, but at times there were like 90,000 people in the channel. People were literally going to Nothing's Twitch chat to find out where Shroud was.
I need to repeat that. Where's Shroud? $25?
Where is Shroud?
To me, this actually might be a bigger, smarter thing for Mixer than getting Ninja. Don't get me wrong, Ninja definitely paved the way, but Shroud is as old school Twitch as it gets, and he's bringing a lot more credibility with him from that old Twitch audience. And now that these two massive streamers are gone, I think we can call this a trend. And we don't know this for sure, but you have to imagine that Twitch probably tried to keep Shroud around. which means Mixer threw so much money at him that it didn't matter, or Twitch just didn't fight that hard. It's worth noting that Shroud's receiving the same treatment on Mixer that Ninja got. All of his subs are free for the first month. So if these deals are really the multi-year, multi-million-dollar contracts that the rumors suggest, then what's stopping someone like Tim the Tatman or Tfue from making the jump on board with Mixer as well?
Who's next, Doctor? I was the first one there in Washington before this guy. Before Shroud. They wanted the #1. I said, wrong.
Like I've said in the past, this company is literally owned by Microsoft. What's a couple $1 million in their marketing budget? If I'm Twitch right now, I gotta start signing some of these big names. I'll also say from my personal experience that watching streams on Mixer is kind of sick. They offer this much higher level of video quality than Twitch does, which I thought I would never care about until I started watching Shroud click heads in COD last night. Now, obviously I can't tell you who's next to go, but man, if Tfue or even some major esport decide to jump ship and stream on Mixer exclusively, we'll be here to fill you in. Special thanks to NVIDIA for helping us put this video together. If you're looking for more info on them, make sure to hit the link in the description below. Shroud left Twitch for Mixer. This is insane. All right, so before we get into the news,